You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Support us by becoming a member today. Memberships just start at $10 per month. You can actually save money by getting the annual plan. When you actually sign up to become a member, you get a 7-day free trial. You get access to member videos and also our Friday member stream that we have every single Friday as well. You can also donate to us if you would like. $1, $5, $20, whatever you guys want to give. And don't forget about the merch. We're running our Easter sale now. 15% off everything in the merch store, including our Black and White Sports 2 hat, Patriots 1776 shirt, of course, our America 250 Bald Eagle Edition shirt with the America 250 flag on the back. It's our best-selling shirt. We also have matching hoodies, zip-up hoodies. We have sports backpacks, sports hats, other hats as well, and coffee mugs. But if you are a paying member to the website, you get 25% off your entire order. Well, guys, we must talk about the NBA. The NBA playoffs are actually going on right now, and one team that is not in the playoffs is the Golden State Warriors. Now, guys, for the better part, I would say about 8 years or so, the Warriors were a shoo-in to the playoffs. And now with this expanded NBA playoffs with the play-in tournament, you got to be pretty bad not to make the quote-unquote playoffs, even if it's actually just a play-in spot. Now, the Warriors, they made the play-in spot. They had a losing record. Now, granted, Steph Curry actually missed quite a bit of time, but the Warriors haven't been the Warriors in about 4 or 5 years. Let's just call it what it is, man. Now, Steve Kerr, he's won 4 NBA titles with the Warriors, and he's been pretty outspoken about his leftist politics, even on the NBA dime. Now, I believe if he was actually speaking the other way, had right-wing views, he may not actually have a job. But let's be real, folks. Steve Kerr, what has he done the past 4 seasons with the Warriors? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So all of this screaming, bringing politics into sports, into the NBA, that's only going to take you so far if you're not winning games. Now, since they've actually won that last NBA title during the 2021-22 season, the Warriors have pretty much been a play-in team, and that's about it. That's really about it. I believe they won 1 playoff series, if I'm not mistaken, but that's pretty much it. Now, Steve Kerr, he signed a 2-year contract extension back in 2024. That is now up. And guys, it doesn't look like he's actually going to be back with the Warriors. Now, you may be saying he's a 4-time NBA champion as a coach. Doesn't matter. What have you done for me lately? The only thing Steve Kerr has been doing really is pushing left-wing politics. And apparently the owners of the Warriors, they're sick of it. They're sick of it. Yeah, this is actually coming out now, guys. If Steve Kerr was actually winning NBA games, he would probably, no doubt about it, get another contract. But even in the Bay Area, guys, which is super woke, super left-wing, those owners are saying, nah, we're sick of this. Because NBA owners, guys, these guys are billionaires. They still want to make money. But because of all the wokeness, man, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, LeBron James, they have killed the NBA brand. Yesterday, guys, the Lakers and the Rockets are on. Now, the Rockets probably going to get swept because KD hadn't been playing. He's played 1 game, but I checked out the beginning of that game, folks. There was a whole bunch of empty seats at Toyota Center. We're talking about the NBA playoffs, the first game at home for the Rockets in the playoffs, and there was a bunch of empty seats. This is a problem, man. The NBA has a major problem. But let's go ahead and dive into this. Here we go. Now, check this out. Warriors reportedly grew tired of Steve Kerr's political activism. Yes, remember he was actually out there lying about ICE and everything. Everybody knew he was lying. And Steve Kerr even came out and admitted, yeah, I lied, I was wrong. While he was actually losing NBA games. Check this out right here. Whenever Steve Kerr publicly expresses a political opinion, he opens himself up to criticism from online comment sections, the Oval Office, and even the Warriors front office. According to multiple reports, some people at the top of Golden State, perhaps one person, but more on that later, have not been too happy with his political commentary. Kerr has been a vocal critic of President Donald Trump, openly supported the Black Lives Matter movement, a communist movement, folks, and has been a staunch advocate for gun control. And we know about the history of his father. His father was actually assassinated. I get that. This information comes amid uncertainty about whether Kerr will return to coach the Dubs next season. The first mention of this came from ESPN Mark Spears, who appeared on 95.7 The Game on Tuesday and touched on this when asked why Kerr would consider leaving the Warriors. After noting that Kerr understands, quote, the weight of the job, in the way he speaks out about politics and social issues, Spears said, quote, and I've heard a little bit that maybe he's being stifled a little bit in that regard. Talking about mainly Joe Lacob, the owner. Yeah, let's go ahead and listen into some of this right here. Here we go.
Steph. Why is he now leaving Steph?
Maybe fatigue. There's a weight that comes with that job. This is a franchise that is expected to have greatness, whether it has it on the roster or not. It's a brand now. You got Steph. So if you trot Steph out there, you have Draymond out there, people expect something great. There's a weight that comes with that. And I also think that Steve also truly respects the weight of the job that he has, the platform that he has. He speaks out on social justice issues. He speaks out on racism issues. He speaks out on violence, gun violence. And I've heard a little bit that maybe he's being stifled a little bit in that regard.
Huh.
I'd like to find out a little more than that, and if that's true or not.
Yeah, by who, Mark?
Dig deeper into that.
Who? But Mark, who would do that? Who would stifle him?
Look at the smile. For those of you not watching on YouTube,
you guys already know. He's talking about the owner.
That was a big non-answer. You know who it is.
I do.
I'm just saying I'm hearing that might be something in the background. That's
okay.
all.
Right. Like maybe somebody who, I don't know, signs his checks, if they still do that, or is in charge of his direct deposit. Yeah, I know you're not, and that's why I'm filling the void here.
Because it's something that I'm not saying that that's anything, but Steve is a strong man, and he and Greg Popovich and Stan Van Gundy, I think one thing people oftentimes that don't know, and like I got a jersey. There's a method to the madness of the story, so carry with me.
Okay.
I got a jersey on this wall that the National Museum of African American History in D.C. actually called me for today. And it's a Black Lives Matter jersey from the bubble with Kyle Korver's name on it. What's significant to me in that is that you have a white NBA player who's standing up for black issues, right?
It wasn't about black issues. It's about communism.
To me, that voice speaks so loudly. Sadly, oftentimes black people of color are often crying and speaking out and trying to fight, that it just gets lost in this. They're always complaining, but our complaints are real. There's weight to our complaints. That sometimes if our white brothers and sisters actually say something and speak out for the less fortunate, that it speaks volumes. And Steve is one of those people where his words to the less fortunate, the people of color, to gun victims, like they speak volumes. And I have heard that maybe there's some people that are tired of his voice. And if that is true, then maybe that's something that could add to Steve's fatigue as well, because he's a great man. He's not just a great white man. He's a great man. He's a great human.
Yeah, so you guys heard that right there, man. It seems like Steve Kerr is definitely going to be done with the Warriors. He's outlived his usefulness, man. Told you guys, wokeness is only going to take you so far as a coach. You got to win. You guys notice that coaches who actually win, they actually get a lot of leeway. And in the case of Steve Kerr, no doubt about it, he's won a whole bunch of NBA games. But really, guys, he hadn't done much in 4 years, the last 4 years. So now he's on an extremely short leash. He has no contract right now. And word is, man, that he's going to be one of the top contenders to actually go to TV. So it definitely seems like the Warriors probably done with him. And all this stuff he was talking about, about ice and everything, that could have been the last straw right there, because you were losing games. Now, Steve Kerr went 60-22 on the NBA season this season and was a contender to actually win the NBA title, which we knew the Warriors weren't going to win. He would have a contract. He would have a contract, and he would be allowed to speak all of the foolishness that he wanted. But I believe they won 36 games this year. Yeah. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.